Greetings, fellow Yu-Gi-Oh! Enthusiasts. This is Team Aurora Leader Delta here with my FLUFFAL deck profile for November 2018. Um, Finally got support needed in Soul Fusion. We got Patchwork, yes! And my deck recently, and by recently I mean yesterday, topped my locals in second place, only losing to BA, because I already lost to that person before the finals, and yet I lost to him again in the finals. Probably because I need good and better side options against BA, because that deck is kind of dumb. It's like everywhere in my locals. But anyway, I wanted to show off the new deck profile. It's actually good now, and not really bad and cringy and stupid, because I was like 13. Now I was like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Fluffals are so cool. No, now I'm just like, fuck you, I win. That's my game plan. But basically, I go for the OTK style of Fluffals, not the Sky Striker version, which I think, in my opinion, is a bit more aggressive, but not as consistent, honestly. But I prefer the Brilliant Fusion version because I just think that one's a lot better. And also, it's a lot cheaper too, considering you can get 3 Secret Rare Gemini Seraphonites for $1. But anyways, let's get right into the deck profile, shall we? So to start off, I play 3 Fluffal Dog. It's Fluffal Dog. What else would you run it at? What, 1? No, but Fluffal Dog is your Stratos. You basically need him. If he's normal source from the hand, boom, search. That it's really important. Play 3 Fluffal Bear. I see people dropping this to 2, and I mean, I can kind of see that, but I don't really think it's what you really want to do, because Fluffal Bear is just that important to have, because along with Fluffal Wings, which we'll get to in a second, it's just really broken in drop power. But next, 2 copies of Fluffal Penguin. Little Newt here is probably one of the stars of the deck because you can chain block your Sabertooth or, yeah, basically your Sabertooth or your Tiger or anything like that. And I find that really awesome. Oh, and also your chain as well, which is also really good. But the draw 2 discard one's great, especially if you draw into something like Toy Vendor or Chain or maybe even a Wings. You can just dump that and then protect your other stuff. So now 2 copies of Wings. Don't need 3. That's way too much because you're gonna probably go through all your Toy Vendors on your on turn 1 anyway. So Wings plus Bear equals +3 because I don't count them being banished from the grave as a minus. And it's even better, or actually, it's at least a +1, I know, because you have to get these both into the grave. But otherwise, yeah, it's just amazing, because you get to go through, this deck goes through its cards really fast, and I think that's really cool because it's an OTK deck. So that's it for 3s and 2s, just for the 1-ofs now. 1 Owl and 1 Cat. Owl is really good because it searches your polymerization, but you only need to play 1 at most, which is what everyone plays because Owl's still a good card. And that's just because Patchwork is out now, so you don't really need that many ways to search poly. But Fluffal Cat, you definitely need to play, in my opinion. Unless you're playing the Sky Striker version, then you probably won't need it, but it's also a chain blocker, and it lets you recycle your polymerization without having to use, like, Factory or something. And it's searchable, so I just think that's really cool. That does it for the Fluffal monsters. It's about 12, I believe. On to the Edge Imps. 3 Edge Imp Chain. With Patchwork, this guy is just even more important. I've seen people cut it to 2, and I'm just like, no, why? You're actually retarded. But Chain is really good because you get to search your Fusion, your Factory, even Patchwork. It's funny because Patchwork searches this, and this searches Patchwork. But overall, it's just a really important card. Oop, and I dropped my next card. Awesome. And then we play the 1 Sabers because, I mean, you kind of got to play it for your Tiger and your Wolf. Some people are just like, oh, I wouldn't play this card if it wasn't, like, necessary for your Fusion, yeah. I'm just like, I would play at least 1 of it still because it has nice graveyard recovery, especially if you need to get a good link play down. And I think that's really good. that's it for the edge imps. Only 4. That's all you really need. I play 1 Lazuli and 1 Lapis. I play this instead of Garnet because don't at me, but I'm pretty sure this is a lot better than Garnet because both considering I don't have 3 Brilliant Fusion, don't kill me. But also this is nice if you want to chain block with this. Like if you pitch it with Toy Vendor or something, and then you get chain dumped into the grave, you can chain block with Lazuli because you can add Lapis back from your grave to your hand. And it's kind of dead, but I mean it's extra fodder for stuff, and also you can use it for a link summon if you normal summon it. But also, I just realized you guys can't even see Lapis. What's with the light being so heavy right there? I don't like that. Maybe if you. I was gonna say it'd be better if I turn off my light, but then you guys wouldn't see anything. I don't think. 1 second. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not really that bad at all. Alright, cool. So, Lapis and Lazuli, in my opinion, are better than Garnet, because I almost seem to always draw into one of these two, which is really bad if I had Garnet, because I just end up drawing into Garnet all the time, and I hate doing that. I do that in Magician Pendulums all the time with Time Gazer. But in my opinion, Lapis and Lazuli work better than Garnet. And then, for the last 2 monsters, this is a bit of a controversial pick, but 2 Dino Wrestler Pankratops. This card is absolutely amazing in this deck, because, let's see, it's a free special summon, 2600 beat stick, or removal, which is awesome, and it's a quick effect, so it's during your opponent's turn if you have to go, not if you have to go first, but if you don't kill them immediately, and they try to combo off, you can just, nope, bye-bye. And it's great. But I do want to say this helped me a lot, because I summoned it multiple times against Gouki, who actually managed to U-Link me, but they lost because their turn was taking too long, and they used Soul Charge, and so we got timed. And he had like 7,000, I had all my 8,000 left, and because he was going first, and oh, it was so great, because I was just about to say, you win, you got this, because he U-Linked me, and I don't have Sphere Motor. I didn't have my Kaiju sighted in either. And if he would have won that, or if I would have said that, or something like that, then basically, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do anything. 1 second. I'm having an issue on my screen. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, just making sure my webcam's still working. But, so he got timed, and if I would have lost, I definitely would not have been able to top like I did. And, that's it for the monsters. Exactly 20, so half the deck. For the spells, I don't run any traps, by the way, because you're supposed to go second. You play 3 Toy Vendor. You kind of got to. It's that important. I finally got my super rare playset. Oh, it looks so nice and shiny. Oh. But Toy Vendor is just so great. Even the discard's kind of cool if you discard one of the Gem Knights or Chain. Discarding Chains actually will help me win against a guy playing a 60-card deck. Like, seriously, that guy played... Well, he played Mermails and he U-Linked me tournament before last, or was the tournament before last? Yeah, it was that. And he U-Linked me with Mermails, and I was like, okay then. And so basically, now he plays 60-card LightswornShadDino Shadal with Snow and Glow Up Bold, and it's just so complicated, but it's actually really, really cool. And I managed to beat him because I drew in Chain. I said if I draw Fright for Fusion or Chain, I win in my head. And so basically I top decked, and it was great. But also it's a necessity for the Bear Wings combo. So yeah, and it helps you search, so that's amazing as well. Especially that it's not on once per turn at all, or just from the hand or field to the grave. You can just dump it with goods. Next, I play 3 Poly. I do not like people that play 2 Poly and Fusion Substitute. I just think that's really bad because using stuff in your hand is just as important as stuff on your field. And recovering a material, that won't matter because you can just draw into more material with the amount of consistency in this deck. Maybe Fusion Sub will work better in another deck, but I personally think 3 Poly is the way to go with all the searching now. 2 Brilliant Fusion. I don't have a third, but honestly, I think 2 Brilliant Fusion's not that bad because I don't need it. It's not a necessity. It's like it's good to have. It's like Magician Pendulums with Electromite now being at 1. They don't need it anymore for like their consistency or anything because they're still really good, but it's just nice to have. And when I draw into Brilliant Fusion, I'm like, okay, cool. When I don't, I'm like, okay, that's fine because I typically either end up A, drawing into it, or B, winning without it. So 2 Brilliant Fusion, not much of a problem. Now, finally, we got the 3 Patchwork. Still really mad this card's only in rare. Konami teased us and teased us for 2 years. And what do they do when they finally give it to us? A rare. But even if it was common or even Starfoil, which I kind of hate, I would accept this card in a heartbeat because this card is so good in this deck. It's just, it's pre-prep. And it's just amazing and helps you with so much consistency, even though I have one without Patchwork too. It's more of a necessity than Brilliant Fusion, but it's also still somewhat of a thing that you don't have to worry about whether you draw into it or not, especially since it's a hard once per turn. If you draw multiples, it's kind of bad. So, yeah. 3 Patchwork is just awesome. 2 Brilliant, not Brilliant, oh my god. 2 Fright for Fusion. People have been dropping this to 1, and people have been playing this at 1 for a while now, but I still think 2 is a good way to go, especially if you end up pitching it off a toy vendor on accident from the top of your deck, and stuff like that. And also, it's just extra search targets for chain. And also, I just love making a tiger or a wolf and making my opponent cry. Especially Tiger, because I summon 2 tigers against Gouki. But yeah, that's really great. And then last Striper card, 1 Factory. It's pretty good. No need to run more than 1. If you're playing the Sky Striker engine, you probably don't need to run it at all. Just maybe side deck it at most. And then last fusion spell, 1 instant fusion for your sheep. And that's about it. I don't play Thousand Eyes. I think that's bad in this deck. And that's it for the fusion spells and stuff relating to the deck and the main aspect. Oh, also, I got these fresh new blue card sleeves. What do you guys think? Oh, beautiful. Had to spend like $4.27 on them. But that's fine, because I got $15. Alright, so next into more miscellaneous stuff. 2 goods, just to dump your toy vendor. 2 Called by the Grave, because I probably would play this at 3 if it were at 3 still, because this card is just amazing. I hit so many things in my feature match. I managed, or one of the feature matches, I managed to hit Artifact Scythe against my Cyber Dragon opponent while he was using Artifact Sanctum, and everyone was just like, oh, when he started activating Artifact Sanctum, and then I was like, And so I went Called by Scythe, and everyone was just like, oh, shit! And it was really funny, and it was just great. And that's how I ended up getting 2nd place instead of 4th or 3rd or whatever. So that was amazing. Cards really helpful. Also, I hit Snow and Dante and a lot of stuff as well. And to round off the last of the cards in the main deck, 1 Reborn, because it's Reborn. It's great if you have Sheep and then use it for Link Summon and then you just Reborn the Sheep and then you bring out Kraken and Sabretooth and Tiger. Oh, great. But that's it for the main deck, 40 cards. Wouldn't have it any other way. On to the extra. So, the Link Monsters, 1 Link Karibo. I don't really like playing Link Karibo in here. I only have it in here because I can play it with Wings, and also my 3rd Sabretooth doesn't in yet, so yeah, definitely play Sabretooth over Link Karibo. 1 Lanfarincus, most important Link monster in the deck, or in the extra deck, because Mises Radiant just wasn't cutting it because Penguin and stuff. And this card is just so good in this deck because you can just turbo it out so easily. Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Cerberus. I would say probably play Unicorn too, but I don't have Unicorn. I don't want to blow $20 on just a card that shuffles stuff. It's great if you want to go Lanfarincus and then something into one of the Nightmares and then pop something and then use one of the Nightmares with something else to go into your Decode Talker. Yay! Play Boral Sword, please. If you have Boral Sword, play it over Decode. Just please do it for me. because Decode, I just only have it here because I don't have Boral Sword or any good Link 4 other than Saryuja, which is in my Trap Tricks, and I don't think it's good in this deck. But that's it for the Link monsters, only 5, because this is a fusion spam deck. Onto the actual fusions, the 1 Seraphonite, because you kind of need it. This is also another controversial choice for the deck, but Predaplant Dragastapelia. I actually really like this card, especially if I have to go first, or if my opponent flips Seraphonite face down or something, and I have like an edge up in my hand. Sorry, excuse me. You can just fuse Seraphonite with an edge imp, preferably Chain, and then make Dragastapelia, and then if you have Chain in the grave, you can search with that. And this card can be used as link fodder, but it's also great because it negates effects and it's a 2700 beat stick. Summoned him a few times, actually. I believe 2 or 3 times in the entire tournament. 1 wolf. This is the OTK machine right here. First first fright for other than bear, and honestly better than bear. I'm pretty sure all of them are better than bear, even Chimera. But wolf is just so good. You can just go 4 materials, game. It's also cool if your opponent has like a few lower monsters, then you can attack with actually summon wolf normally instead of having to wait for your opponent's board to be cleared or almost cleared. So you can just like go swing, 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 stuff like that. 1 Fright for Sheep for your instant fusion target, and also he's just a good Frighter in general, amazing with his effects like Armadas and the Revival. It actually won me some stuff last tournament and this tournament. It was just so good because of the negation. Because the Gouki player, I swung into Boral Sword, or not Boral Sword, Borreload, and he couldn't make it lose attack because I was attacking with it. Then I brought it back, and then I swung into Nightmare Phoenix for 900 damage, and then he can't take it with Borreload because it can't activate cards or effects. And so that was just great. Also, just nice first turn play as well. You can just put it in defense mode or something. Next is 2 Tiger. Some people play 1 Tiger. Also, I really need another secret instead of a super into secret, but some people play 1 Tiger. I disagree. Maybe if you're playing the Sky Striker engine, but definitely play 2 Tiger if you're playing the Brilliant Fusion engine, because this card is too strong. It's like you just blow up stuff, and also you will find yourself needing Tiger multiple times, I'm telling you. 2 Kraken, MVP of the deck. Probably what you'll go into most, but I've been going into Sheep more when I use Chain now, because Sheep is just such a good choice against my locals. But Kraken is just so good. Swinging twice for 44, sending stuff to graveyard without destroying. Big 3k ass to like guard against stuff. It's just so good. And then finally, 2 Fright for Sabretooth. Play 3, please. It's so essential. Cut Link Haribo. Please play 3 Sabretooth, I'm begging you. I will once mine comes in. But that's it for the extra deck. Really nice extra deck. Just kind of sucks if you get Artifact Scythe and have to set Chain and Pass like I had to at one point, but I still won. But, should I show you my side deck? I'll show you my side deck that I have for now. I'm definitely going to change it up, though, because I need to side against BA. Because there's so many BA players on my locals, but 1 Gamma Seal. It's Gamma Seal. It's good if you want to swing over it with a Kraken or Sabretooth, something like that. Or if your opponent has a big monster that you just want to get rid of, so you can send it to graveyard. Here's where your hand traps are, all on the side. Triple effect Valor. That's literally it. No other hand traps are really needed, in my opinion. Maybe not. Maybe Droll, but that's about it. I think Valor is fine in the side. 1 Fluffal Octo and 1 extra wings. I'm getting rid of the wings and maybe the Octo on the side because they're just really not necessary. Probably gonna just give the wings to my friend, maybe. I don't know, because he's never gonna be seen at 3, like, ever, unless we get another card that's just like, oh, this card's name is treated as Toy Vendor. If it's destroyed, you get to search any edge imp and any Fluffal from your deck to your hand. Oh ho ho. Then this card will be played at 3, and then everyone just like. But one Regeki, it's going second deck, so you're playing against something that makes a huge board, so you have a bit of trouble getting rid of, or like if you can't get Tiger, just slap down a Regeki if you top deck it, and then attack for game. If you can make a Wolf with just 4 attacks. Roll Decree, I'm taking this out. I expected to see a lot more Altergeist because I've played Altergeist before at my locals a lot, and I was just like, oh yes, this will be so good. But no, don't play any trap cards in this deck unless you're playing like the Solemns or even Fright for March at most. And then one extra Sheep and then one Daredevil. Daredevil goes in the side at all times. Never put him in the main unless you're siding into him, because he's just not that great. Maybe I'll actually take out Link Karibo for now and put Daredevil in, but yeah, there's also the extra Sheep in there in case you want one for your instant fusion target and then one to actually summon. But I think one Sheep in the main is fine right now, so yeah, that does it for the deck profile, guys. Please tell me what you thought about this deck now that I actually know how to play the OTK strategy instead of just, hey guys, here's my double deck. I have one bear, 2 dog, one Leo. No, you're not going to be seeing that anymore. If you see anything else on the Fluffals, which probably won't be for a long, long time, then it's going to be top tier stuff. I really, if I can ever go to one, want to take this to regionals because this is just beautiful. But first, before I do any of that, I want to win my locals at least once. That'll probably be soon, depending on when the next event is, because I know Pasadena is actually going on today and tomorrow. But the first tournament, which I actually got close to winning, I got top 4 with my hat deck. I only got that far. My friend only won the tournament and got that far because the tryhards weren't there because everyone was at an event somewhere. I think it was a regionals, but there's apparently regionals really soon too. So I think it might be next week. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what your opinion on Fluffals are in the comments. Like, what do you think they could be? Tier 0 to Tier 5. Probably not never Tier 0. But Tier 1 to Tier 5. What do you think they would rank on there if like the deck was perfect? Or if I showed you my deck with all the necessary things I said I'm getting. Servitude. Because I want to know what you guys think Fluffals are going to be like in the near future, because I think they have a lot of potential. I mean, it's not that they're slow. They're definitely really fast. It's just they can't always break boards if they brick, which, let's be honest, is kind of hard to. But it really links are what killed them, because I went undefeated against everyone I knew that played Yu-Gi-Oh! Back before Master Rule 4 was a thing, and before we put things that weren't Link monsters in the extra monster zones, because this deck was just too strong. I would summon like Kraken, Sabretooth, Sheep, Tiger, and then it was just nuts. But yeah, please tell me what you think about the deck. And that'll do it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. And this is Team Aurora Delta, Team Aurora Leader Delta, signing off.